What's up YouTube? For tonight's video we have a full fat Pokemon team. This one is for Patreon. If you like your theme team done, you can check it out in the description of the video under the Patreon link. Hagachu, this one is for you. Now people, I don't know about you, but myself personally, you see the fridge at night, right? It looks like this. You go for a snack and then in the morning it looks like this. So these Pokemon have eaten a couple too many berries. And the question for today, people, what is your favorite big Pokemon? It can be, you know, a big Pokemon or a tall Pokemon, anything that's just big. Leave it below in the comment section. I have to say I do like Wailord. It's such a cool Pokemon. Let me know what yours is. I'd like to see what the most popular one is. So we have a Combusken lead here, and I've got my Miltank lead. This was a battle against Beazle on my chat. If you people do want to battle me, that's in the description of the video too. Now make sure you check out the Shiny Raticate encounter video that I had. I uploaded that a couple of hours ago. It was so awesome, and I hope that I can put some more of them up in the future. If YouTube didn't send that one out, of course. Right, so we have a Speed Boost Combusken. This is a special attacking Miltank, which has some pretty interesting special moves that I wanted to try out. So we've got the Echoed Voice set with Metronome. We've also got Work Up to boost its special attack, and we've got Focus Miss for Steel types and Ice Beam as well, just for a little bit of coverage, right? So I've got Max Speed and Max Special Attack. Miltank is actually a nice speed stat. I gave that one Timid Nature to boost its speed to, it gets at level 100, gets like 299 speed, which is pretty decent. So I'm going for the Echoed Voice on the Combusken, which is doing some nice damage. It's going to be a bulky set with Will-O-Wisp and Fire Spin and Rest. It's probably got Sleep Talk as well, classic Pimpnite set, and we are going to be getting stalled out. Now I can't swap out because Fire Spin has actually trapped me in. Oh, also had Scrappy's ability too, so I could hit ghost types with Echoed Voice. That was always handy. So the Combusken gets a couple of speed boosts up, which is quite funny because actually I was able to outspeed it for a couple, you know, before. I think like, I outsped it with 2. So obviously all of it is invested in bulk, and obviously with Everlight. So it's going to have Snore too, and Snore cancels out my Echoed Voice, and it's going to be able to outspeed me in the next turn. And I'm going to go down to the Will-O-Wisp and the Fire Spin. Oh man, that was such a salty start. Anyway, so Combusken is obviously going to be able to outspeed me. You can go for another Snore and take me out. So I was wrong about that. It had Snore, not Sleep Talk. All right, so it's going to go. Obviously, it's, you know, you're trying to flinch the opponent, then wake up and start all the burn shenanigans all over again. So Miltank got absolutely scum there at the start. There's nothing you can do. My poor Miltank, man. My poor Miltank. It just had too much moo milk. Right, so the next Pokemon, we've got 69 Big Max, people. Now, on this set, really, I just wanted to run the Z move on it because it's absolutely amazing. This is probably one of my favorite Z moves. Like, if you take all the normal, I'd say out of all the, like, you know, the specific, I couldn't even say that then, the specific Z moves, right, I have, like, Snorlax and Tapu Koko, like, Guardian of Alola. They're probably my 2 favorite, like, you know, like specific Z moves for the Pokemon. Anyway, so going for the Giga Impact, running for those, running for that McDonald's. Anyway, so we've got Giga Impact, we've got Rest, Sleep Talk, and Odor Sleuth. We've got Snorlax MZ on it to obviously activate that. Then you can go, the cool thing is you could do that, then you can go Giga Impact afterwards. Crab is going to get smashed, but it somehow lives! And it's got a Lancet Berry too. What is going on? And now it's going to use Drain Punch on my Snorlax, people, and it's going to be a crit and take me out in one shot. What the fuck? Are you serious? Oh, I can't believe it. So Snorlax is going to go down, and old Crab's going to get most of its health back because I was running max health, of course. I'd say that was definitely like a max health, you know, at least max health Crabominal. Right, so swapping in thick Wi-Fi. You guys, you got to get that thick Wi-Fi signal. Anyway, so the Fire Blast is going to miss. No. And now it's going to be able to go for the Drain Punch, doing lots of damage. It didn't actually crit me that time, so that would have definitely taken me out. And now it's got all of its health back. So this is my special Licky. So we've got on this one, we've got Fire Blast, Blizzard, Ring Out, and I've also got Belch on this set. I thought that'd be a good one. I've got the Citrus Berry to activate Belch, and I've got Ring Out as well, which is actually really powerful first hitting them. So Fire Blast hits them really hard. Unfortunately, they're going to be able to live that one. However, they went for their Ice Punch. I'm not sure. Maybe they expected me to swap into another Pokemon. I'm not sure, but I was actually able to take that out with the Belch. That's Crabominal down, and that was like really threatening. I was in range to actually revenge take it out anyway. So now we got the Lantern coming in. I really can't do much of this except for go for the Ring Out. Ring Out hits really hard, and like I can see, Lantern is very bulky, judging by the damage that I actually did to it. So now Lantern is going to go for the Scald. That's going to be enough to take out my Wi-Fi. My thick Wi-Fi signal has diminished, people. All right, so I've got 3 Pokemon left. I've got to get back in this game. Things are not looking too good. My Wi-Fi's out. My internet's going to DC, so stop being too many bananas here, people. It's time for the choice band Scratch Slaking to return to the field. Almost taking out Fishy Boy, and now I'm going to get soaked by the Lantern. Alright, so that's going to turn me into Water type. I thought, well, it might be too obvious if I swap into my other Pokemon here. I'm not going to say what it is at the moment. So I decided to say, however, they're going to go for the Soak Thunderbolt combo. It's going to do lots of damage to me. I probably could have swapped out, but I thought it might be a little bit too obvious. However, the Lantern's going to have Iron Deluge, which is actually going to make my Scratch heal it with the Volt Absorb. Oh, no! The salt is real, so there's not much I can really do to this. It's going to spam Iron Deluge all the time. So I've got to swap out Slaking and go into another Pokemon. So now it's going to go into Guzzlord. I was actually going to do that before to swap into the Thunderbolt. I thought it might have Ice Beam and predict that, so that would be really bad getting hit by that. Anyway, so Thunderbolt's going to do Monkeys to my my Guzzlord. So on this set, right, I had to run Heavy Slam because we know Heavy Slam's the best move in the world, right? So we've got Heavy Slam, Crunch, Steamroller, and Giga Impact. We've got Beast Boost, and we've got a Quick Claw in this, max health and max attack. Right, so we got the Quick Claw activated on that, which is going to be the Heavy Slam. It's nothing like... I love taking Pokemon out with Heavy Slam, not very effective, disrespective KO moves. So Lantern is down. It somehow lived on 1 health too. Right, so I got the Beast Boost, which is going to boost my attack, which is nice. So I got to get back in this game. So now we've got Duck coming out, which is the Farfetch. So I can go for basically a Crunch and take this thing out. Now, Farfetch is going to go for the Slash against me. It does pretty good damage being a crit. And I'm going to go for the Crunch on the Farfetch. And that's going to be way too much for Farfetch. I mean, it's a bulky one. And I get a defense drop. And it gets a Defiant boost. Oh, come on. That can't be happening. So Defiant, obviously, once a stat gets lowered, Defiant kicks in and boosts his attack by 2 stages. So that's me down to... Man, if you think about it, right, I've got really unlucky this battle. It's been crazy. So now, swapping in my Slaking. Got to go for the Scratch here. Got to take this... this Farfetch out, people. It's a threat. So taking Farfetch out with the Scratch, and that's down. So we've got 3 Pokemon remaining. So this one is going to be the Pimpnite. So there's not much I can do. I'm on Truant, so I thought I'm just going to leave it in and see what this thing does. Probably going to use like a fighting type move. However, it's going to go for the Flame Charge, boosting its speed. So it could be like a bulky boosting Flame Charge set. Works pretty nicely on Pimpnite. It's probably going to definitely have Everlight too. So now it's going to go out, obviously outspeed me, go for another Flame Charge. Almost taking me out. Probably like another one will be enough to take me out. So now I can go for the Choice Banded Adamant Nature Scratch. Look how much it does. It's a 2-hit KO. That is definitely Everlight. That was it would have taken it out or got, very, very close. So now it's going to go for yet another Flame Charge, taking out my Slaking. So there's not much I can do. I've only got 1 more Pokemon left in this battle, so I've really got a clutch here, people, and that is Hariyama. So this is a Arm Thrust substitute Belly Drum Feint attack set with Guts, and then it has Arm Thrust itself. I'm like, what are the chances of us both having Arm Thrust? So at the moment, I'm getting spanked a little bit, and it's going to flinch. It's got a Scummy King's Rock. It flinched me after 2 turns. Now it's going to... So the idea of their set, obviously, is to get as speedy as possible and start spamming Arm Thrust as much as you can. So it thrust me. I can't believe it. I got flinch, and I only got hit twice, 2 times in a row. Oh... So now it's going to hit me again with Arm Thrust, man. The animation is, like, amazing. It's just, like, caressing me. And can you imagine Hariyama's hands doing that to you? Like, it just, like, knock you out if it just touched you. Anyway, so I finally don't get flinched. Go for the Arm Thrust on the Pimpnite. Hoping I can finish this pork off. And I get 4 in a row, which is nice. I'm taking it out. So there wasn't much room for me to actually get a belly drum off at the moment. I was getting flinched. I had to take that Pokemon out. So now we got the chicken coming back in, which is the Combusken. So I thought, I might be able to get the belly drum against this thing. However, I thought, nah, because it might have like Fire Spin and Wake Up and do some damage to me. So getting some Arm Thrust off. I was hoping I could get like 5 of these. I need like a lot to get through this thing. It's going to Wake Up and go for the Will-O-Wisp. Now, I do have Guts, which is fine. So that's going to be all good. So I can go for yet another Arm Thrust against the Combusken and take it out. Now, I was thinking of running Thick Fat to have a little bit more bulk for the belly drum, but I thought, no, I'll go for the fully offensive one with Guts. I've got to try and get a Hariyama sweep with this set. I might see if I can work on it this week sometime if I get some spare moments. All right, so go for the Arm Thrust again. I only get 2 turns this time, and now Combusken's going to be able to hit me with the Fire Spin. And I've got the Will-O-Wisp at the same time. So that's unfortunate. I've got to take it out now. If I do not take it out this turn, after the Citrus Berry, it's going to be really, really bad. Sorry, the Salac Berry. All right, so I've got the Salac Berry up, which is nice. I'm going to be able to actually outspeed the Combusken, cancel out that speed boost. I'm actually running a max speed, max attack Hariyama. So going for the Arm Thrust. what I need here, I need probably a good 4 to 5 hits to actually take this down. So we got 2 hits. We've got 3 hits. And it didn't get the 4th, and now I'm going to go down to the fire spin. Man, Hariyama goes down to the fire spin, and that is game. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Man, I got hacked so much that battle. Was unbelievable. Right, so the next battle we have is against Eckhart on my chat. So using the same team, obviously, and lead. So we've got a Charizard lead. So this time I went with the Licky lead. Now this Charizard, Charizard can be like a lot of things. So I was thinking, I wish I was actually running electric type move. Like normally I ran like on my choice specs one, I run like a thunder or something like that. Anyway, so the Charizard is going to use attract. I know it's getting attracted to those thick Wi-Fi signals. Look at it. Anyway, so I'm going to get the hoping. I want to try and get around this immobilize by love thing, and it does actually work out. Ring out hits really hard, but it's obviously a very bulky Charizard. It's got leftovers, which is a little bit of a pain in the behind. So anyway, Charizard now is going to go for the fire spin. Another fire spin Pokemon. So I'm trapped in. I'm infatuated. So I was thinking, this could be like a Will-O-Wisp set as well. So it could have, or it could have Toxic as well. So it's got those, or it could also have Roost for recovery. That would be another option too. I've actually run a similar kind of Charizard set with Skydrop. Speaking of Skydrop, somehow Charizard lifts the big boy into the air. I don't know, man. This Charizard must have been in the gym for like a year straight to pick that thing up. Anyway, so getting attacked by the fire spin, a little bit of extra damage. Now Charizard is going to go for the Sky Drop against me. It actually does pretty good damage to me, and I'm going to eat my Citrus Berry. So now I'm in range to actually use Belch with my Lickitung. Not that it's really good at Licky, I mean. They both got tongues, right? Leave me alone. So anyway, get some more damage from the fire spin, and I'm going to get immobilized by love, so there was nothing I could really do. So Charizard was in a very good situation at the moment. It had trapped me in. It's getting like some nice passive damage with a fire spin, and now I can just keep going for fire spin or sky drop against me. So fire spin's probably doing about as much as sky drop. Okay, so I'm going to get the Belch off, which is nice, against the Charizard. I was wondering if this thing actually had Roost or not. Usually they have Roost, it'd be quite a good move on it. You can just heal off all your damage. So now the fire spin's doing some pretty good damage against me. I think I can live about 2 to maybe 3 more turns. So Charizard firing off another fire spin. Actually, the next one is going to be enough to take me out. I do not get infatuated and maybe get a Belch off taking out the Charizard. Man, that was very good. So clearly they probably didn't have a healing move there, or thought maybe, I'd get infatuated and then be able to roost off later on. Right, so in comes Scyther, people. I'm a little bit scared of this. It's going to go for Fury Cutter. Love Fury Cutter. So Fury Cutter's going to take out my Lickitung, baby. I'm scared. At least it's not a Venusaur. So now, people, I've got to get past Fury Cutter. Fury Cutter, all jokes aside, people, Fury Cutter is actually very, very good on Scyther. It gets a Technician boost and also stacks the damage. Look how much it did to Snorlax. I need a drink of water. All right. Anyway, so we've got the Snorlax going for its Z move, and it's gonna be able to take this thing out easy, even if it's got F Light, which I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure it has something like Metronome that would help it out. I need a drink of water anyway. Okay, that was lovely. Anyway, speaking of lovely, Snorlax is looking forward to some McDonald's pancakes. Remember, I haven't had one of those for like ages. Like the last time I had one, right, it was years ago, right? I ordered it, right, and I got the pancake, right, opened it up, right, and it was like stuck to the lid. It was like, this is going to be so tasty. Anyway, so it was like, can you imagine like, just imagine a tire on a car, right? A really old tire, and you just take it off the wheel and you just eat it. That's how it tasted. Anyway, so Rampardos, the big boy, is going to come in, and it's going to use a focus miss on my Snorlax, taking me out. I love special Rampardos. Man, I wish I could have used Giga Impact. I would have loved to see that damage. Anyway, so my Snorlax is down. However, I still got 4 Pokemon left, so a pretty even game at the moment. So now swapping in Sumo Salad. A Sumo Salad is actually pretty dang nice, actually. So going for the substitute on that, trying to get that Salac Berry action happening with the Belly Drum. However, it's going to go for the Ice Beam. If only I had Thick Fat, I would have been able to actually dodge that, substitute break there, and I could have got the Belly Drum up. It would have been crazy. Anyway, so going for the Arm Thrust on the Rampardos, doing some nice damage there. I'm actually running Adamant Nature on this. I really needed to. And I actually get... I get 4 hits. It lived on 1 health too. I was so scared, right, that I was going to get 4 hits. It was going to live on 1 health. And, oh man, I would have been salty. Anyway, so Rampardos is down. That's good. Now we got the Dusclops coming in. So I thought, there's only one option, right? I've got to go for Belly Drum against Dusclops. It's a very, very bulky Pokemon with Everlight, obviously. So I went for the Belly Drum, boosting my attack by +6. I've got amazing attack at the moment. So obviously I can't use Arm Thrust. The only other move I've got is Feint Attack. However, the Dusclops is going to go for Curse, so it's putting a Curse on me. Curse is a really cool attack on Ghost-type Pokemon. obviously you got to sacrifice half your health, but at the cost of losing a quarter health to the opponent, right? So it's pretty good. So I lived on 2 health somehow. I'm able to activate my Salic Berry too. So this is it, people. I've got to take out the Dusclops in one blow with a feint attack. I know that I'm going to go down to the curse next turn. There's no point swapping out, and Dusclops is going to go down to the feint attack. That's awesome. I'm so happy with that, and Hariyama obviously is going to go down to the curse too. So we had a double KO this time. So a very, very even battle at the moment. Hariyama finally goes down, man. I've got to get that sweep with Hariyama. What do you reckon, people? Should I try for it? Anyway, so we've got the Miltank coming in. This is my special Miltank, as you guys have seen before. So now we've got the Slazzle. I thought, I might be able to get the echoed voice up. So anyway, it's going to be a physical Slazzle, or it seems to be. It's going to use fake out, so it doesn't do too much for me. And this is the funny part, right? It goes to the substitute. I'm like, oh, I went for echoed voice. Since echoed voice is a sound-based move, right? It's actually going to go for the substitute and do some damage. So I was like, well, probably like 2 more is going to be enough to easily take it out. It misses with Gunk Shot. It's a physical set, obviously. And now the old Miltank's going to go for the echoed voice. Just missing the kill, and Slazzle's going to be able to eat that Lychee Berry, boosting his attack by 1 stage. So it's actually going to be able to hit pretty hard, considering I'm not running I'm running a sweeping Miltank, right? So I don't have like max health and stuff like that. So the Gunk Shot lands this time, does a lot of damage to Miltank, almost just missing the kill there, and I can go for another echoed voice, finishing off the Slazzle. So if that Gunk Shot hit earlier on, I would have been toast there. So that would have been like another Pokemon living on 1 health or something like that. Right, so the last Pokemon I got is the Cinccino. I'm pretty confident I can actually take this thing out. So wait for the Focus Miss. It's going to go for the Tail Slap. And that's going to take out my Miltank. So that's cool. I've still got 2 Pokemon left to actually deal with this thing. So I've got on this step, I've got Slaking left. I thought that'd be a good one to swap in, right? It's got nice health. I'm running max health, and it's got, its base defense is really good. Obviously, its base health is amazing too. So now it's going to go for Iron Tail, mate. That's interesting. Maybe they're trying to drop my defense or something. Oh, in for the Scratch. Look how much it does. So 1 more Scratch is going to be enough to take out that. Obviously, I've got the Truant this time. Then it goes for Akato. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. It's got all like tail type moves. It's like versing one of my old teams. Then it's going to have last resort. I'm like, I see what they're doing now. They had to use all the moves to use it. Unfortunately for them, the Slaking was too bulky, and it's going to take it out with the Scratch. And that is game, people. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've got a very interesting bonus battle at the end, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.